Praveen Kumar Kesari's new offering. Author, poet, lyricist, and advocate, that is the multi-dimensional personality Praveen Kumar Kesari brings his latest satirical creation Right to Education Declaration, Free Fee Collection starts. This creation is both a bullet of laughter and an injection of thought together. This satire is a mirror of our society. The only difference is that in this mirror the face doesn't get distorted but our habits get exposed. And that is the real wonder. Here there is tickling as well as pricking, but the fun is that even the pricking turns into laughter. So get ready, this is not just satire but a platform where laughter will find a place in your heart and truth in your mind. Listen, laugh, think, and also muster the courage to change a little. This is the real magic of satire. The situation of private schools' arbitrariness is such that nowadays children know less about studies and more about their father's salary. If a teacher asks what your father does, the child replies, "Dad pays the fees, everything else is managed by Mom." The only difference is that while withdrawing money from the ATM a PIN is required, and while paying fees in school, here you get a book list in the name of books, there first you are handed the readmission fee bill before copies and pencils. Parents keep wondering whether the child is studying or not. This is the reason why when the chief minister announced that no school will take extra money in the name of readmission or any other head, its recognition will be cancelled. People were so happy as if someone had brought Ramarjya in education, in temples. The story has just begun and what happened next is the real fun of this satire. As soon as the children returned from school in the evening, parents rushed to see the notice on the board stating that no extra money will be taken now. The children's innocence. There was an uproar in the village town. People formed a procession and reached the chief minister's residence to complain that, "Sir, you said recognition would be cancelled, but the schools have become even healthier and stronger. They have increased the fee diet." The chief minister smiled. One man from the crowd said, "But sir, private school owners say that the contract for the bus will also be taken by the same people." The chief minister clarified about the bus. No, the bus is still a government enterprise. It has not been outsourced to the private sector. Currently it is. The principal greeted and clarified, "Sir, we have not yet received any order from the government. Until we get the order, how can we stop taking fees?" But as soon as the public asked the chief minister, "When will you stop taking fees?" the whole. "Yes, sir, then why has the order not been implemented?" The deputy commissioner said, "The government has ordered us that parents should register complaints in the bus department." The education secretary was called. He nodded and stood up. "Sir, we have told the education minister." The education minister took a deep breath and said, "Sir, your declaration is meant to reassure the public and our order is to save the schools. Your speech is our solution. Otherwise, sir, who will pay the readmission fees? Who will pay the declaration fees?" Such questions arise. And the public is the same who, even after buying tickets, politely waits for the next declaration and keeps listening. The education minister said proudly, "Sir, this is not just a matter of fees but the entire matter of the state's education and children's safety." The chief minister shouted, "Where did you get this knowledge from? Which great man told you?" The education minister. Now even the education policy has become centralized. Then the minister's advisor appeared confidently and said, "Your Honor, I have examined and tested thoroughly. If private schools stop taking readmission fees, then those." Silence fell over the assembly. People were still upset about private schools' arbitrariness, but hearing the crisis, they were dumbstruck. Oh, if standards fall, where will the children of the elite study? Thinking this, people forgot the pain of fees and the children. This means that the education minister's advisor made fee collection a matter of national security, and the public was once again left standing where it started. Only the difference is that this time instead of fees, the threat of standards was imposed. Now the scene is even more. The education minister, his advisor, the education secretary, and the deputy commissioner were all sent to the list of outstanding contributors to education reform, and the greatest surprise came when private schools deposited huge amounts in the bank in their names as. The amounts given were actually awards for the betterment of education. That is, the money collected as fees circulated back as awards. The same crowd that had caught the private school principal was now clapping. Why? After this, private schools also issued donation receipts from their charitable accounts. 2 lakh rupees for the Kodis, 1 lakh for the orphanage, 1 lakh for the hospital, and 50,000 for the asylum. That is, the money. The satire is that declarations are meaningful only when they come down to the ground. Otherwise, the right to education will remain only on paper and readmission fees will keep going from the public's pocket to sometimes awards and sometimes charitable donations. Real reform will happen only when BIMSR